I wanted to do a tag video for you guys. My family is about ready to come home, so I've got to get this done pronto. And right away, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to tag our family Robinson and Miss Julie Janae, and I'll maybe add a couple more at the end if I can think about what their usernames are. So real quick, just in case you're not a regular subscriber to me and you just stumbled across this video and you just want to know more about me, my name's Sarah. I'm 33 years old. My husband's in the military. I used to be in the military. I have 3 daughters, 7 years old, 5 years old, and 6 months. And I think that's all you need to know right now. This is 14 questions, and I'm going to say the questions and answer them. When did you start to gain weight? I was a normal size kid, even a little bit thin at like maybe 7, 8, 9. Started like that pre-puberty stuff. I got a little bit chubby around 11, 12. Started getting kind of overweight, 13, 14, and then at about 15, 16, 17, I was kind of a normal weight, kind of, not thin, but kind of like at a normal weight, I guess, maybe like a size 7-ish. I'm 5'8" also, and then I started gaining again at about 17, 18, and then like I just kind of slowly went up. I was hanging around maybe about 165 when I got into the Air Force at 19. That was the highest weight that I could be because that BMI for me is overweight at like 165, so I think I had to be 164. So then I had trouble maintaining my weight in the Air Force, and when I got out of the Air Force 8 years ago, I was pregnant and I was about 200-ish pounds, somewhere around there. Yeah. What was my heaviest weight? My heaviest weight was probably about 222, 223. When my first daughter was about 6 or 7 months old, I first started trying to lose weight, and my starting weight was 220. What diets have I been on? I have been on a calorie restricted diet, Nutrisystem, Atkins. I think that's it. Never tried Weight Watchers or anything like that. Since it's not really going to get into it here, I'll just say a little bit about Atkins. When I was on Atkins, I think I lost about 30 or 40 pounds. That's like a no carb to low carb diet, and I think I did it like 2 times because I remember doing it in the States, and then I remember doing it after we went over to Germany for a little while too. So I think both times I probably lost between 20 and 40 pounds. I don't really remember, but I don't think it's good for you in the long run, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that to you. And then the Nutrisystem, I hated this. The food was disgusting, and to me it was really just portion control and calorie restriction, so I can do that on my own. Calorie restriction, I think, is the way to go, and portion control, and just overall healthier choices. Is your goal a number size or a goal on the scale? Both. I mainly have kind of a goal on the scale because I kind of know what my body will look like at that weight, and even though it's really easy to kind of get in my head and think, oh, so-and-so probably weighs 120, so I want to weigh 120 or whatever like that, but I try not to go there. I try not to care necessarily about the number on the scale as far as my final goal, but my final goal on the scale would be about between 135 and 140, I think, but I also would like to fit into like a size 7, 8. If I could be a 5'6", that would be so totally awesome, but after 3 kids, I believe that my hips have spread, so I don't think that that could really be possible, but I think that I probably could get into a 7, 8 if I were to reach my goal weight. What is my favorite food? My favorite food is chocolate and really any kind of junk food. Sugar, salt, and fat is what they say, and those are the things I love. I love cheese and I love chocolate. What is my favorite food now? It's kind of a redundant question, but I guess I would take that as what's my kind of like healthier option food. I've found recently more of an appreciation for fruits and vegetables, so I would say that. I like to eat apples and oranges and pears, stuff like that, cut into bite-sized pieces and eaten with a fork. What foods will you not give up? I don't really feel a necessity to give up any food, really. I just need to maintain control over how much of that food I eat and how often I eat it. But one food I don't see myself giving up in the future would be like carbs, like breads and rice and pasta and stuff. For the long haul, that's not something I'm interested in doing. How do you reward your accomplishments? As of late, I've been rewarding myself with new clothes, maybe accessories and jewelry, because I have recently begun to appreciate those things a little bit more than I did in the past, and also I have an indulgence day every 5 pounds that I lose. I've got to hurry this up. They're going to be here any second. What will you do at Go? I will have a freaking party. Seriously, I'm definitely going to have a party, and even if it's just me and my husband, it's going to be a dang party. And I'm going to probably spend a lot of money on clothes. What diet are you following now? Calorie restriction. I am 194 pounds today, and I am on a 1,220 calorie a day diet. Oh, they're here. Favorite body part? I don't really like any part of my body, but I would say my neck and my lower arms. Well, as you can see, I got interrupted, but it wasn't from what you might think. My battery didn't die. I ran out of space on my flip. So, shall we continue the tag? Okay, so I think I was on number 12. What are your non-scale goals? My non-scale goals are, like I said, I'd like to be in a size 7-8. What else do I want to do? I have some fitness goals and some measurement goals. The measurement goals, I don't know off the top of my head, but if you're interested, I can give you those, but probably like 36, 28, 38, or something like that. I'd like to lose a lot of inches on my calves, especially because I have really big calves, and obviously on the thighs too. Some of my fitness goals, I've never been a runner. I did have to run a little bit when I was in the Air Force, but the majority of the time that I was in, I didn't have to do a lot of running until the end, which is a big part of the reason why I got out, which is a long story. But I would like to learn how to run and kind of learn to love running. I would absolutely love that. I would like obviously to get more defined and toned muscles throughout my body. I'd like to improve my core strength. Yeah, I just want to overall improve my my numbers in the gym as far as the amount of weight that I can lift and stuff like that. And also I would like to bring my body fat down. I don't know exactly what range I'm looking to go for, but I know right now I'm like 40-something% body fat, which is really sick. Other than that, I would like to just be more active with my kids, especially outdoors. I'm not an outdoors person at all. I hate being outside, actually. Mostly because of the heat. I do live in Florida right now, so anyway. Yeah, that's what I would like to do non-scale wise. What makes losing weight hard for you? Well, this is kind of a tough question because I wouldn't necessarily say, not to sound weird or anything, that losing weight is hard or not hard. For me at this point, there hasn't been a lot of times where I've actually put effort into it that I haven't actually been able to lose. I mean, there have been times that I have plateaued for a couple weeks. Then that is discouraging. But the times that I have actually tried to lose weight, like really tried, I have been able to lose weight. But the hard thing for me is when I'm not actively trying to lose weight is maintaining a weight or not gaining weight. That's the hard thing. And the reason for that is that I am junk food addict. I am a food addict. I am a sugarholic. Pretty much whatever you want to say. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a compulsive overeater. I mean, like when I sit down to eat, it's not like I eat like just huge, copious amount of foods. I just make a lot of bad choices if I'm not trying to make good choices. And I love to eat out, which is bad for my budget and obviously bad for my body. So those are my issues. Anything that's fried or has sugar in it or cheese or anything like that is my weakness. And I have used food like a drug in the way that, like, if I'm upset or depressed or mad or whatever, I have turned to food for comfort in that way, or to almost like self-sabotage myself in the past, and it has made me happy, and I have let it kind of have that position in my life, and so that's what makes it hard. Would you ever consider weight loss surgery? No, not at this point. Well, that's a hard question to answer. Would you ever? Well, if for some reason I totally went off the freaking deep end and I got up to like 500 pounds or something and I didn't feel like there was any other way out, then yes, I would consider weight loss surgery. But at this point, no, I wouldn't. But I would consider plastic surgery or whatever kind of cosmetic surgery or whatever to make my body look nice. But that's not going to happen because that costs a lot of money that I don't have. And I'm going to add a couple other questions to this because I had some other questions for the people that I tagged out there, and you know, I just think it would be interesting. And that is, what was your weight when you started this journey that you're on right now? And I already answered that one, which was 215. What is your current weight? Mine is 194. What is your goal weight? Which I think I already answered that earlier. Size, number, or goal on the scale. I guess that's answered there. But mine is 140 as of right now. And what was the other questions I had? Oh, what size are you? I am, I'm kind of in between sizes right now. So kind of a lot of my 18s are loose on me, but 16s are a little bit too snug unless they're like a stretch 16, which is kind of like what I'm kind of in right now, if that makes sense. And then shirts, I'm still in like a 1X, maybe like an extra large. I would like to get down to like a medium and, like I said, size 7-8 pants. So that's the weight loss tag. Again, I tag Miss Julie Janae and Our Family Robinson, and if and when either of you two do the tag, or anybody else that I didn't tag does this tag, please comment or message me or whatever and let me know, just in case I don't subscribe to you or whatever, so that I can see your weight loss tag. Okay, bye.